Okay. We gotta try this. Hey, it's Andrew Huang. If you saw my last upload, it was like this crazy epic journey through the Netherlands doing all kinds of music stuff. What you're about to see is a scene that I cut from that video. Not because it was bad, but because it's good. It's so funny, so weird. I just thought it deserved to be its own upload. This is me hanging out with my good buddy Jan Willem, who gave himself the challenge to try and build an electronic instrument in 2 days, and I had the challenge of trying to make something with it in under an hour. So, enjoy. Okay, Jan Willem has built something that I can make music with, and I don't know what it is, and I'm gonna have a very limited amount of time. We're thinking maybe an hour to make music with this thing that will be here soon.
Yep, I've been really getting into electronics, and I found this cool nail platform that I wanted to experiment with. So I figured out a way to incorporate it into something you can wear as well.
Okay, yeah, let's see what it is.
All right.
Star wipe.
I was thinking I should make something for Andrew to make music with, but he can pretty much do that with anything. So it should be a little bit more of a challenge. As Andrew's from Canada, they have very strong winters, so I thought it would be fun if he had like winter gear that he could make music with. So I bought a bunch of components, some sensors, and a tiny computer. And my idea was to attach all these electrodes to the mittens and the hat and see if we can turn it into some sort of an instrument, like playing an invisible piano. That clock is the worst for when you're trying to focus. I have no idea if it'll work, but we'll see. Just like any good product, it comes in a lid.
Oh, gloves. Or as I like to call them, hand socks. Oh, there's a hat.
And there's a hat as well. So what are you thinking? What are you guessing?
My only guess is if I move my head, it will do something. And then the fingertips have something important going on here.
So these gloves all have little sensors on the fingertips, and when you hit them, they will send a note to your computer. So it's basically like an invisible piano. And the hat has a sensor on it that can sense your head movements, and then you can control filters or anything you basically map to that. And then you can use these two sliders. This is for sensitivity for the fingertips, and this is just a re-trigger delay.
Okay, we're gearing up. No, it's too hot. It's gonna be as little on my head as possible. It's so hot. I do feel now like I can't use my hands for anything else. It does feel kind of cool, like I'm the Terminator or something.
Iron Man.
Yeah, but completely useless. Oh, you know what? I'll use my new sample pack, available on Splice. Trying to plan out what I'm gonna play on my right hand too. I might not use all my fingers. I might not be able to coordinate like that, but I can make a fun little track. Okay, let's try and get the hat thing going. I'm holding perfectly still while we calibrate the hat. It's so weird how responsive it is, but also how dumb I feel doing this.
Oh, what did I make you do?
Oh man!
I can't believe this worked.
I feel like a cyborg. This is the weirdest thing I've ever done in Ableton, is like rerouting a MIDI CC so that I can assign it because this hat is sending two at once.
Making Andrew say this is the most convoluted thing I've ever done in Ableton, that must be an accomplishment of sorts.
Next I'm gonna test the drums, which are on the other glove. Gotta get a hi-hat sound and a snare sound. That one will do. Okay, we gotta try this. It's re-triggering so much.
Maybe we should try once more to get the sensitivity of these right.
Yeah, we could definitely try that one more time.
I'm really happy. I mean, For a silly idea that I didn't know if it was going to work at all going into it, I just naively built this. I was like, I can try and maybe it'll work. And it actually does something. So I'm happy.
I got to pick 2 more samples for this hand. And then I think we can make a compelling performance. Yeah, I mean, once I was in it, I could kind of get into a groove. I think there was just a bit of latency that made it difficult to really get a cohesive performance. If it was like perfectly triggering and playing, you know, as responsively on the fingers as a normal instrument does, it would be super fun to use. The head thing, the hat, that's the word. It's super responsive. Yeah, I think if this were, you know, completely flawless and we adjusted all the sensitivity right, we found the right surface to play on, it actually would be really cool to use, because instead of worrying about, you know, what button to hit on your launch pad, you just, anywhere your finger can hit, it will trigger that item. And then the head thing is just fun. What do you call it?
I would call it the winter hindrance.
Very poetic.